Good morning. I am Marvin Johnson. I will be your host for this last day of the AIM 8.4 upgrade test. What you see before you is a kind of an activity process list. What we're going to do today, if we could, we're going to act through the system, as I said, act through the system of test for 8.4, in which we will have a customer call for service, in which SRC, or the Service Response Center, is going to take that call, and from there the customer service request is going to be created by Mr. Prince Winston, and that number is going to be 13042. SRC is going to approve that and turn that into a work order. Once it turns into a work order, it's going to be, work order number will be 16-09817, and it will have one phase on it, and that shop is going to be construction. Once that happens, this funding is going to be POM funded, POM funded. It's going to be a maintenance. And from that, it's going to be sent to Mr. Prince Winston, to his shop, construction, in which he will in turn do what we would call a health and safety advisement to the people who are going to participate. So he and Mr. Peets are going to participate on this work order. So they are going to do a little health and safety advisement, which is very, very important. And then from there, Mr. Winston is going to assign, he and himself and Mr. Peets to the work order phase. And once that happens, they will then get some scrapers, or a scraper, 87 cents, from the warehouse. That transaction number is 9266. Now, time is going to be placed on the time cards for both. That transaction number is going to be 68608 and 68607. The phase status is going to be changed to complete. The work order status is going to be changed to complete. The time approval is going to be done. And as you have those numbers, 68608 and 68607, once that is approved, there will be no need for us at this point, for this particular exercise, to do a purchasing of stock, since we're going to be taking stock from the warehouse. Then the accounting staff is going to take action, in which we won't need to do an external charge, but what we will do is we will run the work order bill generator, in which we will then have 4 transactions: 192966, 192968, 192970, and 192972. These will be the credits for billing of that maintenance. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Okay? What we're going to do is we're going to go in and log in, if you haven't already, into the AIM test instance. Okay? I'm going to roll up and clean off my work desk. Okay? Don't want it to be too junky there. And the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go over and show you the customer service request. That request that was created by Mr. Winston. And here you are. As indicated, 13042 is the transaction number. That's the customer request number. Notice it has been approved, and we have a work order number. Again, that work order number is 16-09817. Okay. Now notice it is complete. It is complete. As we indicated, it is complete. This is just to show you that the work was done. The processes were done without error. Notice we have organization, a requester, and we also have a contact with telephone number and email address. Now, notice our location, our region, our site, property, and location. These systems need property, accounts, and assets, and organizations that they need this type of information for them to account for the transactions. Okay? And we'll get more involved in that. Let's go to the work order. Here we have the work order. And this is the work order and the phase. Notice that it brought over all of the customer request information over. Now it's been defined as POM funded. This is maintenance. Okay, category is corrective. We also have a phase. Every work order must have a phase, 001. And in this phase, 001 is shop construction. Okay? Notice the location, 0104. And if we want to now, at the sidebar, we can go and look at the time. We can go and do time if we want to do time. Okay? But we already have time that has been assigned. Okay, here's time that has been assigned. These are time cards for Mr. Winston and Mr. Peets. So time has been assigned. So as we go back, we can also show from that same view map, that there is a counter release. And we go to that counter release 9266, in which we got the blades, the scrapers, okay, at 87 cents. Okay. Let's go back to that sidebar again, back. So, from this vantage point, if we go back to our drawing, let's go back to our drawing, we have completed here, here, and here. We have time. We've changed the status. Now, we've already ran the time approval, but I'll show you where time approval by going to the menu and going down to time and attendance. This is time approval. So what time approval does is you get a chance at selecting the time or the shop that you want. And so what we in turn did was only select the time that we needed for that particular area, for those time cards. Okay, let's go to those specific time cards that we processed. The shop was construction. And there they are. And they're posted. If they had not been posted, it would have been not posted. Okay? So let's go back to our drawing. So now we have gotten this approved. We did not need to do a purchase, because of stock, because we took stock there, which was a counter release. We went up to the counter, showed our work order, and conducted our business. And now we are at accounting. We don't have to worry about creating an external charge because that charge is already in there once we do our processing of creating the work order bill generator. So let's go to that area where the work order generator. Let's go to the menu, Finance, and under Finance, we go to the bill generator. This is the bill generator. Okay? Now, what we are going to do, we are going to go to Bill Transactions and search the bill transactions. Now, under the bill transactions, we can be able to do, let's just go in and click on work order. See if we can pull it by work order. Here's the shop. See? Construction. And there they are. But let's do that without the debits. See, we searched without. And we can go and grab that without. So we just show the credits. And these are the transaction numbers that the bill generator generated. 192966, 192968, 192970, 192972. These will be the list of invoices if this were customer funded, but for right now this is maintenance. This is POM funded. Okay? Remember on our work order, that work order was POM funded. Okay? So we're going to go to the work order, and here we are at the work order. Okay? And see, it was POM funded. Okay? So here we are, completed from end to end. Okay?